What's up, my brothers and sisters? While I'm waiting on my food to get done, I just wanted to take a look at this story right here, posted August 25th, 2021. Title reads, Trooper hits black motorist 18 times with a flashlight, calling it pain compliance. Monroe, Louisiana. Graphic body camera video kept secret for more than 2 years shows a Louisiana State Police trooper pummeling a black motorist 18 times with a flashlight and attacked the trooper defendant as pain compliance. You see the bullshit they make up when they attack and abuse us? I'm not resisting. Aaron Larry Bowman can be heard screaming between blows on the footage obtained by the Associated Press. The May 2019 beating following a traffic stop left him with a broken jaw, 3 broken ribs, a broken wrist, and a gash to his head that required 6 staples to close. Bowman's encounter near his Monroe home came less than 3 weeks after troopers from the same embattled agency punched, stunned, and dragged another black motorist, Ronald Green, before he died in police custody on a rural roadside in northeast Louisiana. Video of Green's death similarity remained under wraps before AP obtained and published it earlier this year. Federal prosecutors are examining both cases in a widening investigation into police brutality and potential cover-ups involving both troopers and state police brass. State police didn't investigate the attack on Bowman until 536 days later after it occurred, even though it was captured on body camera, and only did so weeks after Bowman brought a civil suit. State police say trooper engaged in excessive and unjustifiable actions. The state police released a statement Wednesday saying that Jacob Brown, the white trooper who struck Bowman, engaged in excessive and unjustifiable actions, failed to report the use of force to his supervisor, and intentionally mislabeled his body camera video. Before resigning in March, Brown tallied 23 use of force incidents dating to 2015, 19 of them targeting black people according to state police records. Okay, so they knew about this already. So why didn't they just lock his ass up? See, this is the shit I be talking about. You cannot trust these motherfucking police for anything. Well, let me continue. Aside from the federal investigation, Brown faces state charges of second-degree battery and however you pronounce that, in Bowman's beating. He also faces state charges and 2 other violent arrests of black motorists, including one he boasted about last year in a group chat with other troopers, saying the suspect is going to be sore, and it warms my heart knowing we could educate that young man. You see how diabolical these devils are? And these the same type of white men that these swirling, diverse, dumbass black people want to deal with. These same bastards are killing black men, beating black men to death. On the incident, how the incident unfolded. On the night Bowman was pulled over for a traffic violation, Brown came upon the scene after deputies had forcibly removed Bowman from his vehicle and taken him to the ground. The trooper later told investigators he was in the area and was trying to get involved. Wielding an 8-inch aluminum flashlight reinforced with a pointer end and shattered car glass, Brown jumped out of his state police vehicle and began bashing Bowman on his head and body within 2 seconds of initial contact, unleashing 18 strikes in 24 seconds, detectives wrote in an investigative report. "Give me your fucking hands," the trooper shouted. "I ain't messing with you." Bowman tried to explain several times that he was a dialysis patient, had done nothing wrong, and wasn't resisting, saying, "I'm not fighting you, you're fighting me." Brown responded with, "Shut the fuck up, and you ain't listening." Bowman later can be heard moaning, still on the ground. "I'm bleeding," he said. "They hit me in the head with a flashlight." Brown, 31, later said Bowman had struck a deputy, that the blows were pain compliance intended to get Bowman into handcuffs. Investigators who reviewed Brown's video months after the fact determined his use of force was not reasonable or necessary. Brown did not respond to several messages seeking comment. Of course he's not going to respond because he knew he was in the wrong and what he said was made up. See, this is the training that these white cops have. Bowman still faces charges in the incident. Bowman, 46, denied hitting anyone and is not seen on the video being violent with officers, but he still faces a list of charges, including battery of police officer, resisting an officer and a traffic violation for which he was initially stopped, improper lane usage. Now you see the kind of now you see that it's already bad enough. This cracker beat the fuck out of him with a flashlight, and I know what kind of flashlight he got. He not only beat him with the flashlight, they further demeaning this brother by charging him for something he didn't even do. Now I've seen the video. I didn't see nowhere where Brother Bowman was being violent towards anybody. See, this is the thing with us. We are very compliant, even though we know what these motherfuckers doing is wrong. We are still compliant. See, now when we start beating their ass, then we violent. Oh, I fear for my life. How the fuck you think we feel every day walking out our homes, not knowing that we gonna come home in a body bag? And you walk away scot-free, all caught on video. And these motherfuckers waited 2 years later. And this tells me, and I'm looking through the lens of a black man, black eyes, no tunnel vision, that these motherfuckers was sitting on this. They knew this cracker had a history of beating on black people. And they sanctioned this. Now they want to do a fucking investigation after 2 years? They try to bury this shit, thinking we forgot about it. You see how these motherfuckers play with our emotions? You see this? No amount of protesting, no amount of police reform is going to stop this shit. We need to respond in the same way they respond to us. If they want to beat on us, we got to start beating on their ass. And I'm not just talking this shit on YouTube or anywhere online. This is how I really feel. We need to start networking. We got all these black organizations, and yet don't nobody talk about putting in that work to put these motherfucking pigs down till they understand, don't hurt us, because we don't bother nobody that consistently want to fuck with us, intimidate us. And we just let them keep getting away with it. Now when the police bodies start dropping, then they gonna understand that we mean business. Fuck all this protesting. Fuck all these laws. Laws ain't gonna stop these motherfuckers from killing us. Hell, who you think write these laws? We don't write none of these laws. It's like what Malcolm X said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. They kick our cheeks, we gonna kick off 4 of their cheeks. It's as simple as that. I'm tired of seeing my brothers and sisters getting shot and beat for no reason other than the fact they're black. Brown not only failed to report his use of force, but mislabeled his footage as a citizen encounter and what investigate. You see how Brown lied. You see how this cracker just lied. You see how they don't never want to take accountability when it's all on video, and then they wait 2 years later to to do something about it, and most likely ain't shit gonna happen to them. I mean, they do this shit for fun. This is the shit they was doing when they brought us here on these ships, when we was on these plantations. And make no mistake, we are still on plantations. This is the kind of shit that makes me upset. And I have every right to be upset. It's justified, especially when I'm seeing my people getting beat to death and shot to death. Other than the amusement of these motherfucking crackers. Brown not only failed to report his use of force, but mislabeled his footage as a citizen encounter, and what investigators called an intentional attempt to hide the video for any administrative view. I don't think he was trying, he was trying to hide it, but see, these motherfuckers had a record of him beating on black people, black motorists. So it's not as though they didn't know already. So they're just as guilty as the motherfucker who did it. They just as guilty. They sanction this. They try to cover this shit up. And you know the FBI ain't gonna do shit about this other than investigate. Because they in on it too. I don't think I'm gonna read any more of this. I mean, you can pretty much get the idea where I'm going with it. No amount of protesting is going to stop. No voting is going to stop this. I'm telling you what we need to do. I'm not just talking. You know, I was told that I complain too much. So I take it as I'm speaking truth. So I complain. I have every right to complain. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing my people being mistreated. Hell, we are being mistreated. If we're not doing it to each other, the motherfucking devil is doing it to us. I don't give a fuck if you ADOS. I don't give a fuck if you FBA. You still black here in America. And you think because you got a different title, you think these pigs give a fuck about that? They don't care if you FBA. They don't care if you ADOS. As far as they're concerned, you just a nigger. You beneath them. Need to stop all this fucking separation here. Hell, we do more separated from each other than from the motherfucking white people. And I understand that most of us are so blinded and worship white skin that we don't see no wrong within these white people. I've accepted that truth. All right, man, I'm done with this. Please heed to my words. No matter what you label yourself, whether you are FBA, which is nothing but a fuckboy movement, whether you ADOS, which is also another fuckboy movement, these motherfucking white people don't care about no title. You are a nigger, you are beneath them, and they will put you down. Period. So we need to stop all this separation. All the laws in the world is not going to stop this shit. We the ones who can stop this. But it first starts with unity, especially among our brothers. We need to go out here to make sure that the next generation is protected. Now, I appreciate and love all my dear brothers and sisters who are about liberation, who put out real information. I mean no disrespect to those of us who are ADOS. I don't mean no disrespect to no FBA, because I know most of y'all are lost as fuck. And you're following behind a fuckboy who worships white supremacy. He literally kisses white supremacy's ass on a daily basis. And one other thing about you FBA fuckboys. Y'all ain't nothing but some tricks of Tariq Nasheed. I'm out.